Hello everyone, welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. I'm Roohindeep Kaur, and we just discussed yesterday afternoon that what all are the important topics, and if you haven't started yet for IPU CET, how you should be starting for that, right? So for logical reasoning, what all topics are important and what is the important thing that you should be doing. So this is what we discussed earlier. Also, there is one very important thing about logical reasoning in IPU, and that is it does not really matter which type of question they're going to ask you. There is going to be 25 questions, but the level of questions, as discussed yesterday, is not going to be very high. So I've brought you questions today from different topics so that you have an idea what type of questions you can see in logical reasoning. I'll be allowing you to solve it. So you guys are going to solve it with me and give me the answer in the chat, and I'll be explaining each and every question so that you have a basic understanding of, if you haven't started preparing yet, of how to solve these questions. So if you're a student who has been solving these questions and your practice is good, that means you'll ace this today because the level of questions today is very moderate, right? So without much ado, let's start today's session. But before that, let me tell you that if you are a student who is preparing for BBA IPM HM 2023 entrance tests, you have an opportunity to get into our comprehensive course for BBA IPM HM with foundation module. Now when we say foundation module, everything is taught from the scratch. You get live classes, you get quizzes, you get mock tests, you get practice questions, right? So everything is given to you. If you have any queries regarding this particular course, you can call us on 8806130414. And I'm going to start with today's first question. Clearly, this one is the question from classification, where you have to classify the numbers according to a certain pattern. Okay, so out of these four numbers, three are going to be similar because of a certain pattern, and you're supposed to find out one number which does not follow, right? So let's start, and please give me the answer in the chat. I'm going to give you around 40 seconds. That should be more than enough. Very good, Dhruv. Okay. Veeraswamy. Okay. Fine, guys. We have got an answer. Now, because in classification, out of these four things, three should be similar. Can you tell me why option A, C, and D are similar, and why B is not following that similarity? Okay, in actual, the answer to this question is option A. Now, why is that? Because these three perform a particular pattern. 5 into 2 gives you 10, and that becomes 5210. 3 into 2 gives you 6, and that becomes 326. 4 into 2 gives you 8, and that becomes a 428. So if this were to follow the same pattern, it should have been 4 into 5 is equals to 20. So instead of 450, it should be 4520, right? So that is why this is the odd one out, because it does not follow the pattern followed by B, C, and D. But this pattern, don't you think it's too far-fetched? Now that is why I told you around 40 seconds are enough. Tip number one for today. If you come across a very easy topic like classification, analogy, coding, decoding, but you are unable to find out the pattern, you are unable to understand why a certain thing should be different or should be similar or follow the same pattern in coding, decoding, or series for that matter, you need not solve that question. That is clearly a trap question that is given to you so that your time is going to be wasted. Now, because we are talking about IPU, which gives you so much time, it is much more probable to happen कि आपका time जो है वो waste हो जाएगा अगर आप ऐसे questions में क्या कर रहे हो, time ज़्यादा लगा रहे हो. So the best thing about these questions is keep them for review. Only solve the questions that you are 100% sure about within the given period of time. You could be a student who solves a data interpretation question in, a set of 5 questions in 5 minutes, or let us say 7 minutes if that is difficult. But if you're exceeding that amount of time, then don't do that, right? Keep that for review. So the questions which are going to give you 100% accuracy, solve them first and keep these questions for review. Tip number one for today. I really hope that is clear with you. Also, this question in which they're asking you select the odd letters from the given alternatives, it is based on two concepts, analogies. The first letter cluster is you know in some kind of pattern with the number cluster. तो ये जो है किसी तरह से related है. The first letter cluster is related to the number cluster. You have to find out that which relation is not in similarity with the other three. Try to solve this question, everyone. You have around 1 minute. Ask yourself why this is odd one out, not just because one looks different, but also because why the other threes are similar. Okay, Veera Swami. Again, the same question, Bacha. Why do you think the other three are similar? On Janvi. That is not a problem. Janvi, the trick is because you do not have certain type of questions in classification and analogies, you can get plethora of patterns. It could be squares, it could be numbers, it could be vowels, it could be prime numbers, it could be co-prime numbers, it could be mirror, letters. So there's so many ways. Not to be very honest, Dhruv, that is a wise thing to do, right? So if your strategy says that I cannot solve this certain type of question, is wasting your time worth it? No, right? Uh, okay, fine. So we're going to discuss each and everything right now. So let's take a look over here. Jail. Because the numbers are involved, can I just take a look at the numbers which are given to me and the place values of these particular letters? So 10, if I do this, can I write down 1, 9, but this should be 3. So this is not working. But take a look over here. C is 3, 3, A is 1, 1, K is 11, 1 plus 1 is 2, E is 5, perfect. R is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, O is 15, 1 plus 5 is 6, P is 16, 1 plus 6 is 7, 5, 5. S is 19, 1 plus 9 is equals to 10 is equals to 1, 1, 12 is 3, E is 5. So can I say option B, option C, and option D? Each and every letter is added having a digital sum till it becomes a single digit. However, that is being not done for the letter L in option A. So that is why this is the odd one out. Okay, so we have got one correct answer, and that is Badnath Kumar. Fine. So yes, that is the correct answer. Janvi, in the previous question, it was based on separate logic that mathematical operations were applied within the number. Over here, it is based on digital sum of place values of English alphabet. So if you ask me, ma'am, okay, how do I identify these questions? The trick is you have to always find out the hints. Clearly, if examiner has given you the letters and the numbers, it might be having a little bit, a hint towards the place values of the letters. So that is how you start. But again, having that being said, around 1 minute is done and you're still not able to find out the answer, please keep it for review. लॉट मेनी स्टूडेंट्स आर लाइक मैम फिर तो ऐसे मैं हर क्वेश्चन रिव्यू के लिए रखता जाऊंगा, तो रिव्यू का मतलब क्या है? रिव्यू का मतलब ये है दैट अगर आपके पास 25 क्वेश्चन है, इनमें से आपको 19 आते हैं, आपने 6 रिव्यू के लिए रखे, दीज क्वेश्चंस फॉर रिव्यू विल बी डन एट लास्ट व्हेन यू हैव achieved the accuracy in the questions that you know 100%, right? So make sure you understand that and learn that in your mock tests. Question number 3, they're asking you to select the odd word pair from the given alternatives. Yay, Ashish, very good. Very nice, very nice. Yes, the correct answer to this question is option B. Very good. Paper is part of the book. ठीक है, photo is part of the album, pen is part of the pen stand, as a whole. But medicine is not a part of doctor. That is why option B is the odd one out. Now, see, this one was easy. This one was easy, right? Okay. Now, the next question that we're going to do is question number 4 and 5, ठीक है, and 6. They are based on this particular information given about certain points, ठीक है, with regard to their directions and distance. So please solve the first question within 3 minutes because question number 5 and 6 are also based on it. 5 and 6 are also based on it. तो यहीं पे टाइम पूरा लगाना है. खुशी, खुशबू, absolutely correct. 2 more minutes. Very good, Ashish and Dhruv. The correct answer to this question is option B. Now, try to solve question number 5, which is based on the same directions. Adit, soon we're going to do a video on that because the website completion is not yet done. Okay? So we're just waiting for that to happen 100%. So any tentative news we're not trying to give you so that there is no more problem in understanding what is the exact news. A lot many people on YouTube are just telling speculations, and that is something we're not expecting because July first week, if that is your exam, if I give you some tentative information now and after 2 days I'm saying, oh, there is a recent change. So we do not want that to happen, right? So we want to be 100% sure about that. So that is why we're waiting. Soon we are going to do a video on that. Arey wow, very nice, Ashish, Janvi, and Tanya. Question number 5. The answer to this question is option D. Very good, correct answer. Question number 6 is also based on the same set of information. What do you think is the answer? Clearly, if they're asking you to find the odd one out of these letters, it should be based on the direction of question. Hey, my language, yaar, Adit, come on. Please don't be so stressed that you do not have control over your language, है ना? ये don't मत करो. But don't don't worry. At Byju's, we're going to give you complete and accurate information. अरे वाह, वेरी नाइस. यस, द आंसर इज करेक्ट. तो जरा मुझे बताओ क्या मैं डायग्राम सही बना रही हूँ या नहीं. ठीक है, तो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. वेरी गुड आशीष, जानवी, तान्या. करेक्ट आंसर. वेरी गुड आदर. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर डिलीटिंग दैट. ठीक है, एंड प्लीज पार्टिसिपेट यहाँ पे बिकॉज ये CU CET में भी हेल्प करेगा. मुझे बताना इफ माई डायग्राम इज करेक्ट. F is north of point N. P is, अच्छा, I'm going to start with this. P is 12 meter east of point F. P is 12 meters east of point F. I'm just going to assume my page is, long enough. L is 10 meters south of point T. I have no idea where L and T are. So F and P, do I have any position regarding F and P? Okay, not exactly, but I can do this. N is 36 meters east of point O. Now, if F is in the north of point N, this distance we do not know what is this distance, but we know that N is 36 meters east, so I'm going to do this. Excuse my straight lines, please. Okay, so N is 36 meters east of point O. This is 36. F and T are in the same line. So, okay, fine. F and T are in the same line. Now, do I have information regarding O? Yes. O is 6 meters south of point M. 6 meters south. Okay. It could be either, in between this F and N ka perpendicular line or somewhere over here. So 6 meters, fine. So O, M, 6 meters. M is 24 meters west of point L. Okay, M is 24 meters west of point L. Perfect, no problem. The next information is L is 10 meters south of point T. L is 10 meters south of point T. So that is a correct thing to do. And when they tell you that point F and point T are in same straight line, there's a very clear answer. Why is that? See, if I say point F and T are in the same line, that clearly means when you say O and M, it should be somewhere over here because 24 is less than 36. Okay, this should be L. Only way this is going to happen, this 10 meters and T and F in a straight line is going to be like this. Excuse, 6 is long, 10 is not long. So this one should be 16. Why, ma'am? 10 plus 6. Okay, so this is the correct diagram according to me. Please check if your diagram is correct or my diagram is correct for that matter. Does your diagram matches with mine? Okay. Do I need to go back to any question and explain why the answer is that way? Okay. Do I need to go back to any question and explain why the answer is that way? Question number 4, 5, 6. Any repetition required, guys, or shall we move forward? Yay! Perfect. Perfect. Fine. Question number 7 is clearly based on your coding and decoding. So today we have done questions based on classification, distance and direction. Now the third topic that I have given you is the topic of coding and decoding artificial language. So try to solve this question. I'm sure you'll be able to solve this in no time. What is the answer to question number 7? What is the answer to question number 7? Okay, Ashish gave us an answer, and so did Janvi. Very good. Perfect. The correct answer is option A. Clearly, we're supposed to find out the code for PR, right? And it could be germs, track, discovered pressure, but I realize there is no other statement where PR is given. But track is available in the first statement where there is no PR. I'm going to eliminate that. Germs is available in the second statement where there is no code PR. So I'm going to eliminate that. Pressure is present in the fourth statement where there is no PR. So I'm going to eliminate that. So discovered ka code hai PR, right? uh, if there are more questions, it is advisable always find out the code for each and every question. But sometimes if the question is this easy, you might want to go to the next question and see if that is easy as well. Okay, they're asking you what is the code for RT, NT and NP. They're asking you what is the code for RT, NT and NP. And that is the way to go for these type of questions. But question number 8 will require a little bit concentration. Okay, Ashish, very good, very good. Okay, everyone's answer is option B. Let's discuss this. Fine. So RT and RT. Clearly, RT should be the code for track. Am I correct? Track का code है RT. So can I cancel option C? I really hope this is clear with everyone. Now NT. Do I have NT somewhere else? Yes, ma'am. Second and the third statement, and it is germs. So NT, right? So track germs, track germs. What are we left with? Only NP, right? Where is NP? NP in the first statement is there. NP in the first statement is there. NP in the second statement is there. Okay. So if you know these codes, let's just eliminate them. Do I have ST common as well? It is railway, India in both the cases. So can I say railway and India can lead to ST or NP, but I have no idea which one is the code for which one. So, Railway India, in this we do not have Railway India. Okay, I have no idea how to find out which is the code for Railway and which is the code for India. And these guys gave you both the words in option A and B, and hence that gives me option D as my answer. Remember syllogisms, guys? When I say syllogisms, the only reason for me to tell you is we always take into account these type of statements, these type of options. Why do we do that? If someone is saying either A or B, isn't it wise to check that because we were not able to cancel option D? Anna, I hope that is clear with everyone. I hope that is clear with everyone. Jan is like C, D. Okay. Fine. Shall I repeat anything again or can we move to the next question? Okay. Question number 9, everyone. Question number 9. Which of the following jumbled words is not a mammal? Which of the following jumbled words is not a mammal? Okay, Ashish, you want me to repeat? Okay. Ashish, did you understand that? Okay, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Because from the first and the third statement, when you check this, from the first and the third statement, we know the code for RT is nothing but track. From the second and third statement, we know the code for NT is nothing but germs. So that is given in option A as well as option B. Till this point, I really hope it is clear, Ashish. So I can cancel option C on the basis of that. I'm yet to eliminate option D. Option D says either A or B could be answer. So why is that? I have found the code for RT and NT, that is track and that is germs. But when I try to find out the code for NP, is that common in your first and the second sentence? What is common between first and the second sentence, ma'am? Two codes are common. If two codes are common, Ashish, now I know you know the answer. Now I know you know the answer because itna to I have known you. Itna hint is sufficient. Or India. So you cannot decide, है ना? Okay, perfect. There you go. Okay, question number 9, everyone. Which of the following jumbled words is not a mammal? Very good. So the first letter, it can only be made this particular, animal, and hen is clearly not a mammal. So this should be my answer, right? I should not be going further. So basically, this one was elephant, and this one was cat. This one was cow. All these three are mammals. So the moment you know that it is hen and it is not a mammal, you go ahead with that. Okay. Question number 10, everyone. Very simple question. Very simple question. Some letters are given with the numbers from 1 to 9. Select the sequence of number which arranges the letter into a meaningful word. Okay. And the word is? And the word is? Exactly. So the moment you take a look at the first one, the clearly the word starts with A. So for the first two options, it is A, D, 5 is V, 7 is E, right? So till this point, they are pretty much common, and the last two letters are RE. The moment you know this much, you know it is going to be adventure, and that is option B, right? So it is not about you unjumbling the letters or making a meaningful word. It is you just taking a look at the options and rearranging according to the options and checking, okay, kaun sa option sahi meaningful letter bana raha hai, right? So this one was the last question for today. We did some basic level of questions today. They were not very high level, okay? And this is the level expected in IPU CET. And if you're a student who's preparing for CU CET, which is now known as CU ET, you can join our Champions Course Batch 3. You can call us on 8806130414 for more information. And we're giving you our booster crash course to join IPM IIM, right? So if you're preparing for this particular course, this is a booster crash course in which you get all the necessary information and practice to crack this particular university or college, right? For yes, Janvi. In fact, beta, for LR, the level of questions can go a little bit difficult in the examinations like Delhi University, and a little bit, moderately less for Rohtak. But other than that, each and every entrance test, LR ka level almost same रहता है. So if you come to any session, whether it is for Narsi, for Christ, for Symbiosis, you are here to practice the questions for LR. बहुत ज़्यादा different होता ही नहीं है. At max, types of questions are different. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to meet you in the next session. I really hope you enjoyed today's session, right? And we're going to meet you in the next session. Till then, please take care of yourself. And अगर आपको चाहिए, you want some specific questions, do let us know in the chat. Believe me, we do check that out, right? And we want to make sure कि अगर आपको कोई भी चीज चाहिए, we're doing a video for the same. And point taken that ma'am आपको CUCT के ऊपर वीडियो बनानी है. You have told me plethora of times, yes, but as I said earlier, CUCT के ऊपर वीडियो बनेगी जब हम completely sure हो जाएंगे. We do not want to misguide you. ठीक है? Bye bye everyone. Take care.